Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Emerald Finance Limited Q3 FY25 results conference call, hosted by Kirin Advisors Private Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance in the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Samiksha Ramteke from Kirin Advisors Private Limited. Thank you, and over to you, Ms. Ramteke.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, I welcome you all to the conference call of Emerald Finance Limited. From management team, we have Mr. Sanjay Agrawal, Managing Director, Ms. Gurmeet Kaur, Chief Risk Advisor, and Mr. Salil Agrawal, Chief Business Development. Now, I hand over call to Mr. Sanjay Agrawal, sir. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. I warmly welcome all of you to Emerald Finance conference call for the third quarter of the fiscal year 2025. It's an honor to have your continued trust and support, which has enabled us to post decent results for the reported quarter. With me is Ms. Gurmeet Kaur. She is the Chief Risk Advisor, and Salil Agrawal, my son Salil Agrawal. He is the Chief Business Development Officer. Kindly allow me to take you through our financial performance and key business developments. On the financial front, during Q3 25, our consolidated total income has surged by 67.7% on Y2Y basis to 5.74 CR. Our net profit has more than doubled to 2.4 CR, with a margin improving to 43.19%. For the first 9 months, our consolidated total income has risen by 16.11% on year-to-year basis to 15.15 CR. And our consolidated net profit has also more than doubled, growing by almost 108% on a Y2Y basis to 6.25 CR. During this quarter, on a standalone basis, our total income has increased by 91% on a year-to-year basis, and additionally, our net profit has grown by 123%. On a standalone basis, we have already decent growth during the first 9 months, with the total income increasing by 64.45% and net profit margin profit growing by almost 80% to 4.29 CR. We have taken a couple of initiatives to strengthen our financial foundation during this quarter. Firstly, we have raised 10 CR via preferential allotment. This 10 lakh shares were issued of the face value of 10 rupees at 90 rupees premium. One of the major allottees was Minerva Venture Funds, Mauritius, it's a Mauritius-based FI, and also to Mr. Rajesh Jain. He was pioneer in setting up KPMG in Africa and India, and he was one of the founding fathers of Grand Hotel in India. On our main flagship program, On-Wage Express, we are on track for tying up with almost more than 50 companies during this quarter, during this year. We have already tied up with 40 companies. In the last quarter, we tied up with one of the large shoe manufacturers of North India. There were 7 plants, and we have started operations in one of the plants, and we expect to start operations in the balance 6 plants shortly in the coming quarter. Plus, we have tied up with a very large insurance broker based out of Surat. We also started operations recently with them. We also secured a credit rating from CRISIL. It's BB plus stable for our 30 CR code bank loan facility. I'm glad to report that for the first 9 months, we have 0 NPAs during this period. Not even a single account has thrown into the NPA bucket. I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our employees for their dedication and to our partners for their collaboration, and most importantly to our shareholders for their continued trust and support. Your confidence in us inspires us to strive for even greater achievements. With both my colleagues, I now look forward to your questions and for insightful discussion and few suggestions from your side, please. Thank you all.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on the touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of DS Inder, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Sir, good afternoon, sir, and congratulations for posting very good numbers. I have few questions, and my first question is regarding EVA program, sir. In last quarter, there was a guidance of 100 corporates, but this time has been revised to 60 by the end of FY25. Sir, why is it so? And is the adoption of EWA in corporate is not being adopted or getting slower due to other competitors? And still there has not been any big corporates added in the list like Tata or Mahindra.
See, businesses are not facing any difficulty from our competition. Tell me very frankly, there's hardly any competition. There are only 3 or 4 players going in this. But we are taking very prudent steps, and we're just scrutinizing properly all the corporates we are tying up with. Your numbers are increasing. We have a target of 2 crores per month by March, and in this very particular month, by 7th only we have achieved, I think, 60 lakhs plus business, and I think we should achieve that 2 crore target shortly. As far as the number of corporates is concerned, 40 we have already tied up, and in fact we are trying to as hard as possible to increase this number of corporates. But I think realistically speaking, we should be able to touch 60 corporates by March.
Okay, sir. And are we optimistic, or we have some plans to reach the target by the end of this financial year, about 100 or?
See, we are targeting in the medium term, we are targeting 250 corporates. I think we should be able to achieve that by March 26. But this year, I think by March 25, we should be happy if we touch 60 corporate mark. But now, the flow has started increase, and the volume per corporate has also increased. As I said that we have already done 70 lakhs. Today it's like 8. But we already achieved disbursement of 70 lakhs. In fact, most of the disbursement happens after 15th. Because normally the salaries come before 15th, and after 15th, employees normally withdraw from us. But this month we have already seen a spurt, and we have already done about 70 lakh plus disbursement. So, we are in line for, what guidance we gave for 2 crore disbursement by March, monthly disbursement 2 crore by March. We should be able to achieve earlier than that.
Okay, sir. And sir, my second question is that we are targeting customers base to around 5x and looking into some loan kind of products, sir, other than EVA, and through, I think, invoice discounting, sir. So is there any delinquency overview in there? Because it will be very different from EVA program, sir.
Which one? Which product you said?
Sir, I am asking about sir, some loan kind of product, sir, which we have been told that is small ticket size loan will be given, or any new product.
Would you like to take that?
And sir, loan kind of product, sir, and is there any delinquency, sir, overview in there? Because it will be very different, sir, from EVA.
Gurpreet, would you like to take that?
Yes, please. I hear 2 questions. One is that we were talking about launching small ticket size personal loan for the eligible EVA customers. That we will be launching towards the end of the first quarter. That is not launched as yet. And like you very rightly said, as for the question number 2, that the delinquency could be slightly different, and yes, we understand the dynamics of EVA and small ticket personal loans are different. So the eligibility criteria and the underwriting criteria for the small ticket size personal loans would be definitely more stringent than the EVA customers, and they will also be priced appropriately. Having said that, we have got our selections and the operations organization, which is stable. We have tie-up for selections for both online and off-ground activities. So we are in the business of taking risks. So as per our plan and our policy, we would make sure that, whatever policy, the underwriting policy and verification strategies that we adopt, don't lead us to risk.
Okay, ma'am. I'm having another two questions, but I will be in queue, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Ayush Rathi with Aditya Birla Money. Please go ahead.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, Ayush.
Yes. So thanks for taking my question and congratulations on a great set of numbers. So I'm relatively new to the company, so please pardon me sir if in case my questions will be repetitive or basic. So I'm interested on the EWA side. So what kind of growth can we expect from the EWA business over the next 3 years?
So can you speak a little loudly? I can't hear you properly.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. So my first question was on EWA business. What kind of growth can we expect from the EWA business over the next 3 years?
Okay. See, what we are looking at, what we are internally targeting is 2 crore disbursement per month disbursement by March 25 and 15 crore disbursement by March 26. I think this 2 crore disbursement we should be able to reach a little earlier. We won't have to, I think, wait for the month of March. And the next year target is 15 crore disbursement per month.
Okay. On EWA only, so what kind of competitive advantage or moat do we have in this business? Like, given that this is currently at a nascent stage, so how large is the opportunity size for the whole opportunity of the product, EWA? And what kind of moat do we have?
Tali, would you like to take that, Peter?
Hi. So again, in India, this is a very nascent product. So it's just getting started. So as Sir mentioned, that there's hardly any competition in the market. So the challenge here that comes with this is that there's lack of awareness for the product in the market. So as the time progresses, us and the competition together, as we onboard more corporates, the awareness of this spreads as well. So that helps us in onboarding and hence expands our attainable market.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've seen a great adoption by this, to whoever we pitch. We have a great conversion rate. And so we just expect it to, keep going as the time, progresses.
Okay, so what stops if there's a huge opportunity size, so what stops the other players to come into this business? Do we have any kind of moat in this business which would protect us from?
The main moat that we would have that our competition doesn't have is that we ourselves are the lending partners and we are the technology and distribution partner as well. So the entire piece from distribution to technology to lending is us. Whereas if you see our competition, all of them have partnered with lenders behind. So that's technically, they are dependent on those lenders for funding. They themselves cannot fund the product since they're not NBFCs. And again, the lending partners are then dependent on these technology partners to provide the distribution and the technology. Since these NBFCs do not have the technological capabilities to power such a product. But in our case, it's us doing the entire thing. So, we've essentially found a sweet spot between lending, compliance, and technology distribution. So I think that gives us a first mover advantage into this market.
Okay.
And plus, it's such a huge market. No, they're not even scratched the stuff. There are only 4 players right now in India market. If you look at US, Indonesia, Philippines, this product is growing at a very fast pace over there. And India is such I think it was $900 billion market. And we have not even scratched the, surface right now. There's a huge opportunity waiting out over there.
Got it.
And I've experienced this for the last 6-7 months we're doing. It's, it's fantastic. We are operating at a 0 delinquency.
Got it, sir. So just on a connecting question on this only. So what is the strategy to increase the penetration of this product since the product is very nascent right now? So how do you strategize to penetrate in the market?
So Ayush, we have a multi-pronged strategy here. So even today, one, we have our own sales team deployed on the ground. Second, we have multiple partners who bring us these corporates partners, people, again, who have net contacts with high corporate network. And third, we keep partnering with a couple of HRMS firms, HR firms, who again in turn know HRs of these respective corporates.
All right.
Also, the idea is to just, keep expanding this sales network, and, we'll keep onboarding more corporates.
See, we recently held, a function for Derabas, which is an industrial town near Chandigarh, where about almost 90 manufacturing units participated. We have planned to organize more of these kind of, functions, gatherings. We're planning, something like similar stuff in Delhi also in next quarter. We got a very good response from there.
From there as well. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'll just squeeze in my last question. So, regarding the 8 to 10x PAT growth guidance, so what gives us the confidence in achieving this, particularly from an execution standpoint? So, could you share some of your thoughts on 8 to 10x growth? If I'm not wrong, you have mentioned one of the concepts.
In the next year. See, for the last 3 quarters, we are almost going at the rate of 100% on a year-on-year basis. And if you look at the 9% 9 months performance, with the 24 performance, it's almost 108% growth. I think we should be able to continue to grow.
So what has significantly changed in the company that we are able to give such a big guidance? That's my question actually. On ground, what has changed?
So Ayush, if I might take that. So I think the introduction of technology has really, boosted our capabilities. So earlier, if I mentioned earlier, a lot of our functions are manually driven, but now we are moving to a completely technological base, where technology handles the bulk of our tasks. And that is, increasing the operational efficiency, as can be seen from net margins as well.
All right. Sure, that's all from my side, and congratulations and all the best. Thanks a lot for answering all my questions in a timely manner. Yeah.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Abhishek with AB Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Abhishek.
Yeah. Just wanted to know at what rate will you be growing the EWA book in the next 3 years? If any number you can give percentage-wise.
See, what we're internally targeting is about 2 crores per month by March this year, and about 15 crore plus minus 10% per month by March 26.
Okay, so how much percentage of your entire book will be this EWA product? Eventually you want it to become?
See, we'll continue to grow our MSME and as well as both of these. See, funding is not an issue with us. We have decent funding with us, and we can have sufficient bank lines from State Bank. So money will not be an issue, and money should not be an issue with us.
No,
like to continue.
My question was out of your entire book, how much percentage will this EWA product be going forward?
Sanjay,
Yeah.
Sorry. Sanjay, if you could just let him know out of the total business volume that we would be doing.
See, we will continue to grow both the products. I cannot put percentage marks like that. So honestly, our major focus on EW because the margins over here are very good, and as well as the ticket size is very small and the risk factor is involved is very low. So major focus will on EWA program, but we will continue to grow our MSME and small personal ticket size loans simultaneously. So it will be difficult for me to put percentage, targeting percentage on that as such.
And can I just add one thing here in response? So there are two things that we need to look at. One is, what is the amount that we are going to be dispersing month on month towards a particular product, and which Sanjay clearly mentioned that we're targeting going forward disbursing, taking it to about 15 crore from next year. We also have to keep this in mind. The second concept is asset on book. So end of a period, what is the total loan under management? Your asset under management. Now, even as a product, has the USP where whatever that you will disburse in a particular month will be deducted from the salary in the following month. So EVA is more defined by the amount of disbursement that we will do because we end up collecting 100% the next month itself. So it is more like a 1 month loan. So the asset under management on EVA practically is nil or is equal to only 1 month. Whereas when it comes to a loan, which is driven by equated monthly installments and has a term of anything between 6 months to 36 months, that would stay on your books and it would run off once the loan duration is complete. Does it answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Raj Sharaf with Finvestors. Please go ahead.
So congratulations on the good set of numbers, sir.
Thank you very much.
Initially, we have targeted like 100 or more than 100 corporates to be added to the Meral EVA program. This is 2 quarter back, sir. So right now we are targeting at 60. And by the opening statement or in some discussion on the question, sir, I just heard that we are targeting 250 corporates by the end of March FY26. So this is 190 corporates in next year. So are we being very much optimistic, sir, or we have some very concrete plan about that, sir?
So, sir, if I might take that. So it's right. So we do have a plan for that. So again, the last 8 to 9 months we spent, strengthening our sales team, our sales network. Now we're confidently, we can say that entire thing is in place now. And now we can actually push the accelerator and, onboard close to 10 to 15 corporates a month at ease. And coming to the guidance we've given for this, till this financial year of 25 of 60 corporates. So we have actually focused more on the quality of corporates than the quantity. So it's, as sir mentioned, we are targeting to touch 2 CR by March. So that was our initial target with 100 corporates as well. So we've seen that we have actually partnered with good level and good sort of corporates. And thereby we are able to reach our monetary targets very well with even 60 corporates. So that's why, we've been, we've pushed it. And as I mentioned, our sales network is in place now. So we can definitely push the accelerator for FY26.
Okay, sir. And sir, one thing also, sir, this with your presentation, when I'm going through, I see we are trying to venture into something some other businesses like invoice discounting. So what could be the yield percentage, sir, in this, and what could be the risk in this, sir?
Gurmeet, would you like to take that?
Sir, invoice discounting, sir, your presentation mentioned that we are looking into some businesses like MSME loans and invoice discounting. So what is the yield in this, sir, and the risk factor in this?
The yield is about 18%. Yeah, Gurmeet.
Yeah, sure. The yield is about 18%. Risk, we will be coming back to you because we are evaluating the data, of the partner with whom we would like to do the pilot partnership. And once we evaluate that particular data, we will get to know what is the probability of what percentage of the portfolio the payment by the merchant is getting delayed by how many days. And we would look at what percentage of that particular portfolio may be construed as a quasi-default, and accordingly we'll be setting what would be the default percentage. And similarly, like Sanjay said, that the average pricing could be 18%, depending upon what is the risk associated. We may also do a small risk-based pricing fundamental. So it may be a range, which could be an 18 and can go also up to about 21%.
Okay, ma'am. And we have started small tokens on, I think, Q3 onwards only. So have you started this, or if we have started already, then what is the contribution to this, to the revenue and the profitability right now, ma'am?
You're talking about the small ticket size personal loan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I think we answered that we have not yet launched it. We plan to launch it towards the end of Q4 now.
Okay, ma'am. And right now, what is the run rate for EVA, ma'am? Right, because the 2 quarter back in June, I think the run rate was 1 crore per month. So what is right now the run rate?
1.5 crores right now. Outstanding as of now is 1.5 CR.
Okay, and we are targeting to end this financial year by 2 crore, with 2 crore.
Yeah. I think we should be able to achieve that next month only. If all goes well now, by Feb only we should be able to touch that goal. As I said, now we have already done 70 lakhs till now in this month.
Okay. And are we
Normally
standing by the...
Sorry?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
No, please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Just asking about the run rate only, sir. If you can give some details about that's okay, sir. Please complete your sentence.
See, 70 lakhs is already done in the first 8 days.
17
So
lakhs.
normally, this is low period. Till 1st to 15th, withdrawals will be on the lower side, and withdrawals increase after 15th. But in this month, we've already seen the substantial withdrawals in the first 8 days only.
Okay, sir. And sir, are we standing by our guidance that is for 3 years, in next 3 years, PAT 8 to 10x?
I think so. See, if you look at our past history for the last 9 months, we have given 100% growth year-on-year basis in every quarter. We should be able to achieve that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity, sir. And I congratulate once again for the great set of numbers, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Gaurav with Code Advisors. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for taking time, and congratulations on a great set of numbers. My first question is, what is the breakup of, the total income? How much of that comes from the EWA segment versus the non-EWA segment? And what is that projected for the end of this year?
See, as of for the first 9 months, our distribution income is right now almost 50%, and MSME loans is 48%, and EWA is 2%. But I think going forward, EWA will increase at a much high rate. But for the first 9 months, 50% is from our distribution fee income from distribution business, 48% is the interest income from MSME business, and about 2% is from EWA.
Got it. The second question that I had is, so you mentioned that, you're going to be touching about 15 crores in revenue over the next year.
15 crores per month. Monthly.
And I think, the way the disbursement works there, it's a percentage fee of the total loan. So let's say about 1.5 or maybe 20% annually. So would it be fair to assume that would be a 3 crore revenue on an annual basis if you touch 15 crore disbursements on a monthly basis?
Yeah.
Got it. And then, so the 8 to 10x growth, is that considered only for the EWA segment, or that's for the business as a whole?
No, we are considering the business as a whole, not for one particular segment. So our MSME book and the distribution income is also increasing, no?
Got it.
We have tied up with new partners also for distribution business also. We recently got tied up with Avansai. We have got the corporate relationship for doing loans for schools.
Understood. Got it. That answers my question. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Priyam Shah with Trinatra Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Priyam.
So as we scale up EWA, will we lean more towards bank funding, or are we looking to dilute more at some point? And also, what will be the cost of our funds approximately?
See, we have got limits from State Bank at 10.95, and we will continue to explore all the fronts. What is the most optimal? We'll do that.
All right. And so the second question is that on our legacy business, especially the MSME funding, we've had 0 NPAs for several quarters now. While the state is going through a slightly rough cycle, and have been reporting NPAs. So can we just speak about our risk management practices for a minute? What is it that we do differently that has ensured 0 NPAs, and how scalable that is?
Amit, would you like to take that?
Yes, Sanjay, sure. So at this particular time, we kind of pay critical attention to what are the channels through which we acquire this particular business or acquire this customer. So currently, we've kept those particular channels fairly limited. looking at what is the size of book that we would like to take this year. So given that our initial selection criteria, the eligibility criteria that we have kept for the MSME and the SME, coupled with our underwriting, detailed underwriting practices, and a personal meeting with the customer as well, has ensured that our delinquencies, there is no NPA. Now, when we talk about there is no NPA, which also talks about our robust selection practices and follow-up. More than 95% of our customers end up paying us on the due date. After again 5%, we end up getting the payment with a maximum delay of about DPD 50. So currently, given the numbers, the target numbers that we plan to achieve for this year, and coupled with strong screening at the incoming side, coupled with good underwriting and then robust selection practices, we've ensured that the NPAs don't, we don't get an NPA.
So average ticket size there is 10 lakhs, or is it more or is it less for the MSME?
So I think what is our average ticket size for this particular quarter?
35 lakhs.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is not actually an MSME. So we are actually looking at more of an SME.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Rahil Shah with Crown Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, sir. So first question is, I believe in the last call, which was a webinar, you had mentioned that out of 34 corporates, 25 are active and 9 should be now by Jan. So what's the status now? Are they all active?
See, as of date, if I can get to, as of 31st December, we have tied up with 40 corporates and 31 are active.
Okay.
And the balance 9 should start. And another for we're targeting 20 more corporates by March end. I think we should be able to achieve that target.
No, but what's the situation with those 9 which are inactive? Like, what is?
So they're at different levels of integration now.
Okay. So can we expect them to be active by the year end as well? Or?
Yeah. I think hopefully, I think they should start by this month only. Balance 9 or no?
Yes, of course. So they're just completing their onboarding formalities, and they should be live by the end of this month.
Right. Okay. And you also mentioned that major chunk of the income ahead will come from this EWA vertical, and the split will change in its favor. So what will be the percentage of total income going ahead, if you can, give a
percentage of total income?
Total income, like how much will it be from the EWA vertical?
See, our target, as I said, mentioned earlier, is to achieve 2 crores per month by March, and by next year, 15 crores per month by March 26. So, plus, there's a lot of cross-selling, income which will come from sourcing this business. We already started the benefits of the cross-selling.
No, that I understand. You mentioned it is 2% of the total income right now, right?
2% of 15 crores per month.
Of just 15 crores?
Yeah.
Okay.
So average revenues is anywhere between 1.5% to 2% from disbursement of EVA loan.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And lastly, again, in the last webinar call, you had mentioned the MSME loan book at that time was 55 crores. What is it as of today, and what kind of growth rate one should expect going ahead?
Today, I think it's about 63 crores.
63.
Yeah, 63. Yeah.
And any outlook or guidance on that going ahead? What kind of?
That is going. That's organic. Going on organic. Going good organically. So we are not taking any. We are not taking an undue. Given the market scenario, we are not taking any undue risk. Prudently we are scrutinizing all the cases.
Mm-hmm.
See, पैसा पाना बहुत आसान है. अगर मैं 63 को 100 भी करना चाहूँ तो कोई मुश्किल नहीं है. 2 महीने में हो जाएगा. We don't want to take that route, ना.
Okay, so you're going like steadily on that, not too aggressive.
See, पैसा बढ़ना तो बहुत आसान है. अगर 63 का 100 पे करना हो तो 3 months में easily हो जाएगा. But we do not do that, take undue risk.
Okay, fair enough, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Chirag Pachisia with SKP Securities. Please go ahead.
First of all, congratulations, sir, for the fantastic set of numbers.
Hi, Chirag.
Hello.
Yeah, Chirag.
So my question is, since it's mentioned in the PPT that EVA margins are 18 to 30%, it's not the interest, but service fee, right?
Yeah.
So, what can they
Come again?
How much margin can be expected to be once they're steady? Can it become 25%?
Gurmeet, would you like to take that?
Sorry, can you please repeat your question?
My question is, I know it's hard to pinpoint, but since it's mentioned EVA margins are 18 to 30%, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
on a steady basis, say in 1 year or 2 years or so, can it become how much can we expect those margins to be?
So we will try to normalize it at roughly 24% PA.
Okay, 24%.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Chirag.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Sunil Patel, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Congratulations for the strong quarter, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Patel.
I just want to know the interest spread rate for MSME loans, and I have some doubt about the EWA. Is there any correlation between the growth of EWA and economic slowdown?
Come again, Steve, margin rate lending on an average rate of MSME at about 18%.
No, I just want to know spread, interest rate spread for MSME.
7%. We get bank funding at 10.95.
Okay. And is there any correlation between EWA growth and economic slowdown?
No, I don't think so. There shouldn't be any correlation.
Okay.
Gurmeet?
Okay. We are asking for the correlation between what?
Economic slowdown and EWA expansion growth.
I doubt it, because at this particular point of time, when you talk about an economic slowdown, it depends upon what kind of sectors are you targeting. So if you look at the kind of sectors that we would like to kind of partner with are the companies who have got employees which are more than a certain number. They have been existing in business for a certain number of years. They are contributing to the Provident Fund. They had been year on year having stable and successful, their profit-making organization. So it again depends upon, what is going to be our target employer. So we don't see that particular slowdown impacting, based on the business strategy or the acquisition strategy that we have set.
Thank you. That is from market.
Yes, it's a huge market, huge potential. We're not going to scratch the surface. India, nobody even scratch the surface. It's a many billion-dollar market.
Thank you.
Mr. Patel, are you done with your question?
Yeah.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Neeraj Kunjkaran with Sarthi. Please go ahead.
Hello. Very enthused by your performance in Q3. I have some basic questions. If you could help me understand this EVA product, and my questions are addressed to the CFO, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Gurmeet, would you like to take that? Can you repeat the questions, please?
Yes. So we did roughly 5.7 CR worth of business in the Q3, and out of this, how much is our realization from EWA? That is my first question.
See, of the total revenue for the first 9 months, 48% is from MSAB book, 50% is what from fee income from a distribution business, and 2% is from EVA for the first 9 months.
Perfect. So is it been increasing from quarter 1 to quarter 2 to quarter 3, and hence what have we achieved in quarter 3 as a percentage, as you just told me?
So EVA business is increasing now. EVA business is increasing on quarter-on-quarter basis. And what we expect going forward also, the percentage of EVA...
Could you give me a sense of the increase? Because that is where my question is, that is what my question is addressed to. Could you give me a sense as to how we are increasing our EVA product from Q1, Q2, Q3? Just a sense. Nothing. I'm not looking at hard numbers. Just a sense, please.
So we are increasing the number of corporates, and plus we are adding number of corporates. Number 2, we also increasing the penetration in the particular corporate. We have set up a 3-member telecalling team also, where directly calling the employees.
How many people on telecalling, please?
3 people. As of date, 3 people. But we will be increasing going forward, increasing the team also.
Okay. So I'm still wanting in my understanding over there, but I will pass this, and I just hope I can connect with someone and clarify my mind on this. My second question is, you said that in the current month, with just 8 days, you have done 70 lakhs of EVA disbursement. That is what you said, sir?
Correct.
And you aim that we will hit a monthly run rate of 2 CR by March of 25. We want to be consistently disbursing 2 CR every month by March of 25. That is what you alluded, sir?
No, our target is 2 CR by March 25, but we'll keep on increasing that, because next year target is 15 crores.
Now the question is, sir. How do I understand this as an investor? So let me put it this way. Can I assume that 2 CR is equal to 100 odd disbursements of an average loan of around 20K? Can I assume that?
Yeah. Every ticket is about 18,000-20,000, no?
20,000, right?
Yeah. So I'm looking at a ballpark understanding. So that's what I'm trying to develop. Please help me out over there.
Mm-hmm.
So when we look at 2 CR, I can break it down on an average to 100 disbursements of 20,000 each to the subscribe.
Sorry, 1,000 transactions, not 100.
Okay, 1,000 transactions. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for correcting me over there. Yeah, and on a 20K, we get around 1.5 to 2.5. So roughly, let me estimate that to be around $500 as transaction fees that you charge. And that into number of disbursements gives me a 5 lakh run rate from EVA on a monthly basis. Is my understanding correct, sir?
Yeah. That's about 1.5 to 2%. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. So this is one of the issues that I wanted to get clear. I'm very thankful for your response. Regarding the first part, when I asked you as to the growth rate from Q1 to Q2 to Q3, how do we take this forward? Because I'm not getting a sense. So I get the thing that you are pushing the number of corporates, and you have reached 40 corporates, and you are wanting to get 60 corporates by end of this financial year, and a particular amount you just mentioned some time ago by end of the next financial year. That is very good, sir. And you're putting up a sales team, telephone caller team. Everything is going hunky dory, sir. But how effective have we been in the first Q3 is the sense which I wanted to get.
How effective we have been in the come again?
In the growth.
Ajay, so what is the Q1 disbursal? Salin, if you can just tell him what is the Q1 disbursal, Q2 disbursal, and now the Q3 disbursal, right?
Right. So
that is the growth trajectory.
Yeah. But as you can connect later, because we'll have to run on these numbers from the system once. So we can see the entire disbursement sheet, but I'll have to break it quarter-wise and, present it at a later date. If that would be fine. But on a month-on-month growth, we are seeing close to 12 to 13% growth on a monthly basis in amount of disbursements. And that's been the trend, ever since we did the launch in April last year.
That's a wonderful response. Can I make a small suggestion, please?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
This is a parameter which people like me who have tremendous interest in the company would want to monitor. So can it come up in some form in the presentations?
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
Because if this comes, a lot of questions from people like me, they get answered in the presentation itself.
You want month-on-month growth. You want to see month-on growth
Yes, so month-on-month, how EW is growing in terms of disbursements and in transactions would be a great help as part of the presentation, sir.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
I thank the management for their response. My best wishes to you, please.
Thank you so much. Can you just put it on one month-on-month, increase in business data?
Sure, I'll get the team on it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Aditya Sangani, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yeah, Mr. Sangani.
Yeah. So good afternoon and congratulations on the great set of numbers. My question is about this new personal loan product. Like it opens significant upselling opportunities, right? So is there any guidance in terms of revenue or PAT for this personal loan product in mind?
So we haven't actually launched it. So as ma'am mentioned earlier, we haven't launched it yet. So I think we are just running a few metrics based on risk and return. And once everything's in place, then we'll be looking to launch it maybe by the end of this quarter or perhaps the next quarter. I think then we'll be in a better position to answer your question.
Okay. And secondly, I wanted to ask on that gift card announcement that was like we have a gift card for Amazon and other things. So are the margins similar in that or is there some difference?
Margins are more or less similar. So in EVA we make 1.5-2%. There we make 2.5-3% roughly.
Okay. And is it a significant contributor in terms of sales, that gift card thing?
So we're seeing some engagement there. We haven't been pushing it aggressively, but we'll begin to, in some time. We've just been focusing on business expansion with the number of corporates increasing.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity and all the best.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Sheikh Mujib Ahmed, an individual investor. Please go ahead. Mr. Ahmed, please go ahead with your question. Mr. Ahmed, if you have muted your line, please unmute yourself and go ahead with your question.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah, Mr. Ahmed. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So just I would like to congratulate first of all for very good numbers. And my question is, you told that from next year onwards, every month you are going to make around 15 crores disbursement in this early wages system, correct? So
not immediately from next. So what we're targeting is March 26. By March end of the year, we plan to reach the target of 15 crore disbursement per month.
By end of the March 26, that gradually it will be increased.
Yeah, it's like from 2 crores to 15 crore, it will not jump in 1 month. But gradually we plan to reach 15 crore and will be huge. 15 multiplied by 12, next year it will amount to 180 crore of disbursement.
And what kind of PAT we are expecting with this 15 crores per month disbursement by?
Yeah, gross PAT is, from 15 crore disbursement is 1.5, anywhere between 1.5 to 2%, plus the revenue from cross-selling opportunities.
Okay. Sir, one more thing. In your business, when you are calculating as revenue, that whatever the in the revenue part, in the profit and loss statement. The revenue part here means you are calculating, that means the disbursement, whatever we are doing, does it go as a revenue there?
No. The income we earn, processing fee what we charge from the client, that comes into the revenue, not the disbursement amount.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Mr. Amrit.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Jagdish Sharma, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for giving me this opportunity and congratulations for wonderful set of numbers. I have two questions. Both are related. The first one is, what is the TAM of this early access program? If my understanding is right, it is $1 billion, right?
Come again. I can't hear you properly. Please, can you repeat the question?
What is the total addressable market for this early access program, early bird access program? It is $1 billion, right?
No. It's much more than that. Tell me what is the exact number, Kiran?
It's much more than $1 billion. I mean, the salary market of India is close to about 90 lakh crores per annum in INR.
Okay.
So again, the total addressable would be that much again, But again, so we're not. So that's the total salary market of India, and again our target. So that's the total addressable market. But the addressable market we are targeting in the next 3 years would be to touch close to about 40 to 50 CR in a monthly disbursement. Which would roughly be close to almost 600 crores per annum then.
Correct. So my second question
next year, that is coming next 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years. Yes. Understood.
It's a huge market. Please appreciate it's a huge market. And what we have seen in the last 9 months, it's almost risk-free. Nobody would like to default on no employer would like to default on his employee's salary.
Correct.
So returns are also good.
If this product has zero NPA, as a business model, why are we venturing into another businesses where we can incur some NPAs? That is my second question.
Gurmeet, would you like to take that?
Yes. For example, we are in the lending business, and if you have to, and we are also in the risk-taking business. So if you do not take risk, you do not get greater returns. How do you keep the employee engaged if you are not able to offer them more products that they can use at different milestones in their life? So while the earned wage access can give them an access to their own salary early to tide over an immediate emergency or a requirement, what happens if this particular guy needs, let's say, 100,000 rupees for his house renovation or to pay for his children's original fee? So then we are saying that the same customer is now going to go out and he will seek this particular amount from another bank where there is going to be the underwriting criteria, the rate of interest, and I may end up losing that opportunity to earn from this customer who's already being tested by me.
Okay. So my question, the second part of this question, same question is, if you are giving this cross-sell or if you are cross-selling the other products to the same early rate programs and all these things, will the employee incur the interest or the employee will incur the interest? That is my part B of the same question.
So as an EVA product, so EVA product is a nil interest product, but we charge a disbursement fee from the employee. This is a loan or a facility which is being taken by the employee, and the so will be the personal loan. The repayment of that particular monthly installment would be done by the employer by deducting it from the employee's salary. So we are talking about a repayment mode which safeguards us from a higher operational risk.
Correct. No, my question is, you are cross-selling few of the new products, right? I'm asking who will repay the amount, whether the employee or employer, for this cross-selling personal loans and everything, which you are about to do it.
It will be borne by the employee, right? The loan is being taken by the employee. So the repayment
What will we
schedule
say?
is
Whether it is similar to our early wage access program?
it will be similar to our early wage access, where the employee will consent for the employer to deduct the monthly installment from his salary and give it to ML.
Okay, fine. What is the interest rate for this early wage access program now, which we are charging?
Salin, what is the interest rate range that we are charging for EVA?
Oh, we do not charge any interest rate, right? We only charge a processing fee ranging 1.5 to 2%.
Okay. Fine. Thanks, ma'am. And all the very best for the coming quarters and year.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Binoy Bhatt, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Nice set of numbers.
Thank you, Mr. Bhatt.
Sir, just wanted to ask you, okay, fee-based income has increased a lot this time. So it is because of the gold loan, or what was that which gave that much fee-based income growth?
So distribution business is also growing now.
Right. So that
we have partnered with Avanci, and we are partnering with one more bank, Equity Bank, for gold loans. And existing fee income is also a partnership from the
main because of the gold loans, right, sir?
No, gold loans, we are doing housing loans, home loans, unsecured loans also. It's a mix of all.
It's a mix of all.
Yeah.
And sir, do you expect this kind of growth in this business also? Because what was my understanding is that retail people are in stress, so they have started taking more gold loans. That was my understanding. I could be wrong also. So, what kind of growth do you expect in this business?
No, it's not really that. See, overall business is growing as such,
So you are expecting similar growth in this area also?
Yeah. I think this two new partnerships should again add to the top line as well as the bottom line. They should fructify, I think, from Feb onwards. They should start fructifying both these new partnerships.
Okay, so that will also add on.
Yeah, add on. Yeah. Because for Avanci, we have got corporate DSAs. India, I think there were just only 3 or 4 corporate DSAs.
Okay. So we have a scope to grow.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah.
Okay, sir. The second thing I want to ask to Salim, सर एक तो जो ऑटोमेशन का लेवल अभी जो हमारे प्रोडक्ट में है ईवा में वो कैसा हुआ है? लाइक बहुत अच्छा हुआ है प्रोडक्ट वाइज? हाउ मच इज
so the entire
integration and everything?
So the entire EVA itself is automated through and through. The entire onboarding journey to disbursement or to repayment reconciliation, the entire thing is automated.
और मेजॉरिटी ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ आपने इंटीग्रेट कर दिया है?
Yes. So जितना भी KYC के लिए लगता है, वेरिफिकेशन के लिए लगता है, all of these are API driven. In fact, the disbursement is completely API driven. So if anyone even makes a withdrawal request at 2 a.m. outside the banking hours, the request will be processed immediately.
And integration का प्रोसेस जो है वो कितना टाइम ले? Like how much time it takes to integrate a new client?
Depends from vendor to vendor. But on average it takes about a week.
Okay. Average take about a week, and उसमें that part is manual. So once that is done, so then everything is automated through the API thing.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Super. I think this thing is going great. And just one more question, this coupon thing. So what kind of growth you are expecting because of this? And I think you say that you are not focusing much right now, but can you throw some light on that area?
Also, we actually expect that by the end of next financial year, the coupon should be close to 15 to 20% of our overall disbursements in EVA. Can be more, but
15 to 20%.
Yes, it can be more, but this is what we're expecting. Given our target audience and their use case of EVA, so we're expecting about 15 to 20% share should be gift cards and vouchers.
Wow, that is super. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of DS Inda, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for giving me opportunity once again. And my all questions have been answered, sir. And once again, congratulations for good numbers and best wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Due to time constraints, we have reached the end of question and answer session. I would now like to hand the conference over to Samiksha Ramteke for closing comments.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Emerald Finance Limited. If you have any queries, you can write to us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Once again, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors Private Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.